on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Palmer's Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, first opened in 2006. Here's a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, what a move. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now, the full numbers for Johnson on the season through 13 weeks. He's on pace, Charles, for 2,400 all-purpose yards. And this past week, he had 84 rushing, 91 receiving.
If the Cardinals were not 5-6-1, if they were truly in the heat of the playoff battle, if they were leading their division, you'd be saying MVP next to his name, wouldn't you? He's had that type of a year, and he's assumed the lead back role, and it hasn't really missed any carries, catches out of the backfield, and the only thing they're not letting him do now is return kicks, which he did quite well his rookie season.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover, great moves in short areas.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Palmer. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Sally 19, let's go, Blue 58.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Let's go. Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Let's go. Blue landed.
They'll go with a keeper. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is a spot where you have your offense stay out there to get those few inches. It's too long for a field goal. It's not worth punting. So this is the right decision as far as I'm concerned. And they wind up picking up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Hey. We got three. Let's go. Mirror. Deep. Sally 19. Sally 19. Deep. Check 4.
This time, Palmer will throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Deep. Here we go. Deep.
On 3rd down, Palmer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, now, blue 58. Deep.
They're going on 4th down. It's Palmer. And this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. Shift together here from the D-line. Murray the lone setback. Now Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
A right side catch by Crabtree. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Eckhart fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. This offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
Here's Johnson, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. So here we go on 4th down. Palmer, and he's got Fitzgerald. That one good for 10 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, well, really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 2004.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
Now Johnson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Palmer. He's got the hook up to Floyd. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. It's brought in by Floyd. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he's got some space here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Throwing is Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Regular, team, see. All right now. Sally 19, Sally 19, Sally 19. Regular, team, see.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. That is caught inside the 5. And Fitzgerald, a guy, Charles, we've talked about a lot this season. Week 13, with his 10 catches, he moved past Chris Carter and Marvin Harrison into 3rd on the NFL's career reception list.
And we know all about his athleticism. He can be phenomenal, breathtaking at times. We've talked about how cerebral he is, where he's invited in all the top receivers of his era and then the guys before to give him tips and teach him how to be a better receiver. But we don't talk about how he takes care of himself. Proper amount of sleep, proper nutrition, make sure his body is taken care of with massages and everything so he can make sure he's at the top of his game for practices and, of course, NFL action.
Palmer now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Second down now after the incompletion. On play action, now Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. It's brought in by Floyd. But he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's got room. Cuts it out to the sideline. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And now a first down following that long gain. Another pistol look here.
Blue 58. Blue 58. Right there.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Johnson on the counter. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Blanche. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. No place like California, California, I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA.